damage meters getting major criticism and updates from Blizzard at the same time. Also, we're going to talk about the new UI and stuff that's coming in from Blizzard. A few other things, new items coming in, the new Mythic reward. That's right, your new Mythic Keystone Master reward, the 3000 IO reward and all that. So we got all kinds of stuff to get into, so why don't we just jump straight in here. Are you looking for a gaming PC, maybe for your future setup, right? Well, it's the time of the holidays, it's the time of giving. Black Friday has arrived, and Starforge PCs is running one of their best sales ever. Up to $1,000 off some of their special edition PCs and discounts on all their PCs across the board. You can click my link down below or the link in the chat right now to get your unlimited, one of the best discounts I've ever seen them run from Starforge PCs. And we're talking about their Horizon 3 right there, as you see it on your screen right now. That's their starter build for less than $1,000. So give the gift of gaming this season with some of the best gaming PCs around. Go ahead and check them all out. They're all discounted right now, running tons, up to $1,000 off, as I said before. Use code Samiccus at checkout and get your gaming PC this holiday season. Damage meters need massive work. That's right, so if you've been playing beta, you've been testing out damage meters lately, and they have been a little bit scuffed, to say the least, much like this stream. A couple things that people have been giving feedback on. For one, the damage meter is automatically clear when you're zoning out, or if you DC, which is a problem. Obviously, you can't go back and report any sort of damage. You can't look at fight breakdowns or anything if you DC in a fight, so that's a problem. There is no death recap as of now. The only way to determine how someone dies is through the logs. Breakdowns are very hard to read. They don't give information for people, the information that people are looking for. There are no percentages right now to view. Pets are placed at the bottom of the breakdown automatically, even if they're not the worst DPS for a hunter. Abilities are broken down into multiple parts that usually were not used to being broken down. Self-damage, friendly fire damage, and enemy healing are counted as player damage. That's right, so if you get tagged with a dot that pops off like AoE damage, that counts as DPS for your tune, so it actually helps you, or helps your DPS on the meter to actually damage your own party members. Interrupting a dispel breakdown is counted by the spell used and not the spell that it was used on. That seems backwards as shit. There is no combat timer as of now, and the UI is not intuitive, especially for users swapping from details. Right-clicking brings up the breakdown instead of the left-click, and in order to change categories, you have to use the drop-down instead of just right-clicking, which is a large quality of life loss. So, yeah, a couple things are scuffed, obviously. Damage meters coming out for the first time. Blizzard's trying to make them. You would think it would be less scuffed because they've seen the add-on for so long now and how it looks, but it's messed up, it's not working right, and things need to be changed. Well, Blizzard dropped a blue post immediately after getting a bunch of feedback about this stuff going live. Let's see what kind of stuff they're changing here. So, they say, hello, we have some thoughts for those of you who are testing out the damage meter function. This is something we want to consider to be in heavy ongoing development. We rolled it out when we did because we didn't want to do end game testing without it. The damage meters are in beta today and are far from being in their final form. There's a lot of custom handling that damage meter add-ons and sites like Warcraft logs use to consolidate damage sources from player spells like Whirlwind or Immolation Aura into a single event, and we will have similar handling in place in a few weeks. So combining spells correctly is what they want to do. That was one of the pieces of feedback we just read. Currently, several encounter mechanics and self-damage sources are being picked up by the damage meters. These are bugs that are being fixed again, so AoEing your own party members shouldn't be something that counts as damage. They want to fix that as well. Based on feedback, we are going to adjust how damage from pets and guardians is sorted, with the goal of those being intermingled in the list based on from most to least damage. Okay, not just sitting at the bottom. Just mentioned that as well, so pets should be ranked properly in the damage meters when you're looking at the breakdown for a hunter or a warlock. There are a lot of display settings already available in the options, but we're iterating on and improving the formatting of the defaults. An example of this, in the future beta update, the default damage view will show both total damage and DPS side by side. That's okay, good. We're working on an enemy damage taken breakdown, so you can see how much damage each enemy in an encounter took from each player. That's good for looking at, we already have this in the game, but this is good that it'll be built in. You can see who the hell is switching off and properly damaging, say, an ad or something in a fight. This is several weeks out. We're also looking at a death recap functionality because it's important to have a clear understanding of what caused a death. Over the next few weeks, we'll be implementing many updates to the damage meters, also considering that cosmetic or readability changes are a lower priority than basic functionality. And again, we turned on the damage meters in beta before implementing all of the above for early feedback. This feedback is super useful, and we want to prioritize our work based on what's going on to be most impactful or / important to players. So thank you very much for coming up with this feedback. Good. Keep it coming. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, so they reacted to a lot of the feedback. Again, anyone who's testing out damage meters or judging damage meters right now, yeah, your judgment is going to be kind of taken with a grain of salt because they literally intentionally put these out before they're even done. I wouldn't mind a setting to clear meters at the end of a dungeon. I'm sure that will be a setting. I don't know if it already is, but yeah, that definitely should be something that you'll be able to do. You can't even tell what the spec is on the damage meter either, only the class. Okay, yeah, hopefully they change that too. I like being able to understand which spec is currently pumping. That's something that you like to see. So yeah, hopefully they fix that as well. Okay, Blizzard also, right, they're implementing their own source of a plater, right, your own bars above your head. And some issues that people are seeing right now is the plater bars are just flying around. They're not staying above the tunes' heads. You see right here some mobs up here, but the plater bars seem to be below the actual tunes themselves. You also see a lot of weird shifting going on during fights. Even if you're not rotating your screen around, these bars tend to flip around a lot, which is causing issues for people. So some nameplates feedback also coming in for Blizzard. Blizzard hasn't specifically reacted to this nameplate feedback, but people are giving it to them. And that, yeah, plates aren't sitting above the tunes' heads, and a lot of weird shifting going on in terms of where the plates currently sit on your screen, which causes confusion, obviously, because of all that flipping and flopping around. Moving on from the add-ons into some more, current stuff. Okay, we got the Thanksgiving Pilgrim's Bounty going on, and some new stuff that's coming out with that. The only really new thing with this season's of Pilgrim's Bounty is these cool bread backpacks. That's right, if you want a little loaf of bread, maybe a baguette for your best friend to sit on, there it is. You got some cool looking backpacks, a little cookbook there, some spoons hanging off as well, some highly detailed looking backpacks, different colorways of these that you'll be able to get from doing the Pilgrim's Bounty events. So go ahead, do those. Players will be able to have 5 chances per day to get this, which are the 5 different daily quests to earn these new backpacks, plus tons of other goodies like the ever popular Frightened Bush Chicken. Yeah, teaches you to summon this companion. So there you go. That's the only thing really going on that's different this time around in Pilgrim's Bounty. But Blizzard's been listening to feedback, and they finally gave us what we wanted, guys. That's right. We finally have chain keenies. That's right. WoW has reached an all-new peak. So the chain keenies are now in the game. We have different versions of the chain keenies. They are not officially in, but they will be in a trading post coming in, I believe, in midnight at some point. Yep, so there you go. You got your bronze version, your copper version, silver version, good-looking stuff, and even a rusted version of the chain keenie. My whole thing is I hope that this got some physics to it. You know, it's not really a chain keenie if the chains aren't moving around when you move around, so hopefully we get some good physics to it. If we do, I would declare this as one of the greatest wins for the community ever. Most definitely. Is that a cartoon I posted the other day? Basically. Yeah, give me a G-string and you're good. Yeah, I mean, this is baby steps, guys. We'll eventually get a G-string, but the chain keenie is a good start to, getting us where we want to be eventually, which is basically clothless running around killing mobs. Also, maybe one of the cooler things coming, we now know our Keystone Master mount, and this thing's pretty damn cool. So we're going to get the Caladimus Carrion. Very Vulture-esque. I love the green kind of look here with the green eyes, the green beak, and the feathers coming off the back. So this is your Keystone Master, getting your 2,000 IO. We also have our 3,000 IO Keystone Legend mount, and it is a even more badass albino version. This thing looks freaking badass. I haven't gone for the 3K IO, but I might in this season because I absolutely love this freaking albino looking one. I play as DK, so the icy blue too. It's just getting me. It really is. I think this is a cool looking Keystone mount. Yeah, W for sure. One of the better ones we've got in a while. Also, it's a flying mount, which is always a good thing too. So really cool looking Keystone Master and Keystone Legend mounts. Definitely looking forward to get these. And finally, looking at the class breakdowns right now, most popular classes in the game as we head into midnight. A lot of this will probably change going forward with all the class changes we're seeing, but right now it's always fun to kind of look at. Right now, most played class in the game, Beast Mastery Hunter. That's crazy. Unseating the previously most popular Retribution Paladin. So there we go. Followed by Frost DK, Restoration Shaman, Protection Warrior, Protection Paladin, Havoc Demon Hunter, and Restro Druid, rounding out your top boys there. Your least played classes in the game: Augmentation Evoker, Affliction Warlock, Fire Mage, Outlaw Rogue, Arms Warrior, Sub-Titty Rogue, Enhancement Shaman, Feral Druid, Unholy DK. There at the bottom. Right now, looking at the breakdown, we know our typical, metas, they happen towards the end, but a lot of the meta is kind of getting mixed up right now as you see the end of an expansion coming around. A lot more people doing a lot more things. Here are the full number breakdowns. We see, again, the most popular class right now, Beast Mastery Hunter, sitting there at the very top. But as for the combination, right, the most, meta group that you see right now, we're seeing Protection Warrior, followed by Restoration Druid, Frost DK, Havoc Demon Hunter, and Beast Mastery Hunter. So there you go. That is like your number one group composition right now. The only change up that you see in the next two groups really is that instead of Restoration Druid, you get Restoration Shaman as your healer. But right now, that seems to be your meta group. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever, take it with a grain of salt. We also see a lot of other mix-ups here happening. Also, you see Protection Paladin working in, Retribution Paladin working into some of these groups at the higher key levels. So it's good to see we're seeing a little bit of mix-up. Most popular specs right now we've talked about in Legion Remix. No surprise there. Havoc Demon Hunter, the most popular spec, followed by Retribution Paladin, Balanced Druid, Guardian Druid, Unholy DK, Furry Warrior, Protection Paladin. So seeing a lot of Paladins and Demon Hunters running around right now in Remix. The most popular group comp, soloing, obviously. Soloing as a Demon Hunter is the most popular way to play right now, followed by Protection Paladin. So this is the class breakdowns. It's always fun to look at these. Overall, I would say the most important piece of news today, definitely the Chain Keenies. It doesn't get better than that. And for now, that is all in terms of news. And I will see you guys after Thanksgiving break.